What's up, guys? It's your boy Triggy. You are now tuned into Just Another Podcast. And, we're here, the crew. We're chilling. What's up, guys?
No, I'm not.
Everybody
I'm not
just say
part
what's
of
up to
your
the
crew.
people. You're not a part of the crew. See, this is why they don't want to talk to us because
I don't care.
they fear you. And you're
I'm just an
mean.
asshole to you. I'm nice to them. It's just you.
That's lies. Why are you lying to them? We're supposed to be
10
telling
years,
them the
baby.
truth.
10 years.
We're supposed to be telling them the truth.
I'm sick of this shit.
I can't. Anyway, we have reinforcements today. Yes, we do. We have the lovely Belle with us right now. Our friend Belle. Belle, say what's up to the people.
Hi, everybody. How are you? I'm Belle. And, I happen to think that you both are pretty great guys, despite the, love you reciprocate.
You don't have
Is she talking about me?
You don't have to lie to him, okay? He's an asshole. Everybody knows it, and it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I got a reputation to uphold here.
See, he's okay with being a dick. He's cool with it. But
Shut your ass up over there.
Today we got some crazy topics to discuss with you guys, and I mean, it's some very serious things that we're gonna be touching on, man. Very serious. Bro, what's up? What's going on, man? Tell the people what's going on, man.
I hate to bring you guys some bad news, but we got some bad news going on in the news, so we need to touch up on this while it's nice and fresh here. In the news as of recent. What's that?
I said, okay, let's chat about it.
We gonna touch up on it a little bit here.
Oh, yes.
As of this week, H&M has hit the news. I don't know if everybody's heard about it, but they released some new graphics for their product line, and it just happened to rub people the wrong way. It was a young black boy that was wearing a shirt, and the shirt said, "Coolest monkey in the jungle." Damn.
Yeah.
It caused an uproar up in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, did you guys hear about this or no?
I heard about it. What about you, Belle?
Actually, Mark, that's news to me. I mean, I had heard about it, but I hadn't too much looked into it. However, yeah, I mean, that just sounds like bad news, like you said. Hell, I mean, so say it again. H&M put an ad out with a black child wearing a shirt that said "Coolest monkey in the jungle."
Yeah, it was a hoodie that it was like, and this like, I think this happened like 2 or 3 days ago, something along those lines, I think.
Okay.
But in the meantime, in the last 72 hours, they've issued a lot of apologies. They've taken it down, so on and so forth. Now, you two hearing about this like right now, does this or does this not offend you? Why or why not?
I'll start with this one. Since this is news to Belle, I'm just gonna let her kind of simmer in that and let her think about it for a little bit. But I mean, it's offensive. Yeah, it's offensive if it's taken that way. If it's taken that way. Being that there's history with that word in black people, it was just a bad move. It was a bad move. I feel like it wasn't done on purpose. I don't think anybody would purposely do that stupid move. That's stupid. That is just, it's like, hey, let's just go ahead and lose money. Cool. Fuck it. Let's just go ahead and lose money and have all this controversy, and let's just go ahead and do that. Unless there's a reason.
I like being broke.
Right, yeah, I like being broke. Let's be broke. This is funny. Like, no, I don't think that. But then, you gotta look at the parents. You gotta say, okay, the parents do have to sign off on certain things like that. And, I mean, I'm pretty sure they looked at it, and they was like, look, man, we gotta pay bills.
they are contractually obligated to look at every single thing that deals with their child,
Right.
for a promotion basis, because they're the ones, technically the ones who signed the contract.
Right. So I mean, yes, it's very offensive. It's very offensive. But I dare any one of you or anybody's mom get offered a check with a couple zeros on it, and you got to put on a shirt that's even slightly offensive. You gonna be the coolest monkey in the jungle. You gonna be the coolest cat and whatever. You gonna be whatever your mama told you to be for that check.
Oh my
You know,
God.
I'm Belle. You know I'm being real.
You know what?
Come on, for that check, you gonna be that cool monkey. You gonna be that cool monkey.
I mean,
Come on, that's what happened in that situation. They was like, "Oh, but that
I
that
mean,
that that bill do though."
you could say that that's what happened in that situation, or I mean, I'm not saying that that's not what happened. I mean, obviously, H&M cut the check for the child being a part of the commercial, so that's given. And I mean, hell, who's not going to sign off on that, like you said? But at the same time, you're looking at it from a parental perspective. As a consumer, just a black person that shops at H&M, I'm not thinking about the legalities of everything. I'm not thinking about the fact that, oh, Lil Bobby mama, you know what I'm saying? Ladera mama had to sign a waiver and, sign off on everything. Nobody's thinking like that on the other side of the television, you see, because they're not getting cut the check to wear the shirt. They're going and spending their money for the item. So to a consumer, somebody like me sitting at home hearing about this, it immediately offends me just because of the wording. You see what I'm saying? It's not so much
Right.
as,
That's true.
I mean, it was a bad marketing move, period.
Mm-hmm.
We can say what we want, but that was a bad marketing move, whether
It
the
was.
parent signed off on it or not.
You're absolutely right. I mean, that's the way. I mean, I look at it. I look at it from both sides of the spectrum. I'm like, yeah, I'm offended. Of course, I'm offended. Of course, I'm like, whoa, damn, really, guys?
Yeah.
And this right here has actually gotten quite the publicity from people like LeBron James and P. Diddy and The Weeknd. They're all kind of chirping in on this, and they're kind of just sharing their perspective, and they're letting it known that they're not happy.
Right, and I mean, as they should.
And see, they're taking it from that consumer side. And you know what I'm saying? Do you really think that P. Diddy and The Weeknd, do they shop at H&M? Hell no. But it's just,
Actually,
it's the
actually,
principle.
The Weeknd just said he's actually going to stop helping out H&M because apparently he was one of the people wearing some of their products.
Oh, really?
That was something he posted on Twitter. He posted a comment that says, "Woke up this morning and shocked and embarrassed by this photo. I'm deeply offended and will not be working with H&M anymore."
Wow.
See, that's what I'm saying. So, I guess the real question here is how does H&M come back from that marketing mistake that they dropped the ball in that marketing department?
Yeah, that is the real question.
How do you come back from that?
Honestly, I think that even if you had 1,001 public apologies from 81 people, if people want to be offended by this, they obviously have the right to be offended by this. And it doesn't matter how many apologies that you make, it's not going to clear up the situation because what's been done is done.
Right.
You can't go back and you can't change that. Now, a point that you were making about the marketing and the business aspect of this, there's been a big push for 51% of the stockholders to drop stock on this. So you're talking about a lot of people cashing in and cashing in their stocks and saying, you know what, I'm done with H&M stock. Like just within the last 24 hours, they dropped 1.73%.
As they should, from a business standpoint, not even from a moral standpoint, because I'm pretty sure it wasn't moral. But anyway, from a business standpoint, I'm pretty sure it was financially smart for them to like, hey, let's get that money up out of there. Yeah, let's get that back. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Now,
this
That's
is
just
going to be a
real.
ripple effect. I mean, don't you think? I mean, this is usually how it goes. That people start pulling out of the stock.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
stocks become less valuable. It's time to move around. I mean, H&M is going to pay for this. I mean,
51% though. Like that's, I mean, you're talking over half the stockholders on H&M are like, yeah, I'm riding the fence right now.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, that's a bad move. They're gonna, they're gonna be rebuilding. This is just called. They're gonna be doing damage control.
Well,
Yep.
Damage
see,
control. Yeah.
that's it's funny that you say that because less than 24 hours ago, they actually did get a little bit of help. There is H&M got a support for like 12 billion from a manager of stocks in Sweden. Now, you ask yourself, well, what significance does that have? Well, people don't know this, but H&M headquarters, their main headquarters is out of Sweden. Now, Sweden's culture is a lot different from ours. In Sweden, they have a bigger race issue than we have here. They still have 4 neo-Nazi, groups in Sweden, and they're prominent. We're talking 27,000 voters in Sweden are neo-Nazis.
Wow.
So this is the thing is this picture came from Sweden. It wasn't from any store or any branch off here in America. This was a business move from Sweden where that's not a big issue over there. Here, it is a big issue. That's why they had to kind of backtrack. And this is why this one shareholder here, this multi-billion shareholder manager, was like, nah, you know what? We kind of screwed the pooch on this one, so we're going to go ahead and give you 12 bill.
Okay, Mark, I have to stop you right there, and I have to ask this. I have to put this in the air because I hear exactly what you're saying, and that makes perfect sense to me, the background of it. But, okay, if my home company, neo-Nazis the hell out to the core, you hear me, sends me a shirt like that, they could have easily avoided all of this, putting it on a child of a different race. Why put it on? You know what I'm saying? Like in my mind, I feel like there were so many ways. Okay, let's just say we gotta have the damn shirt. Okay, fine. We have to push the shirt. Did it not click in anybody's mind? Because over here in America, it's not that deep, but it's deep enough. I mean, with everything else that we have going on right now, let's just be real. Race is a sensitive thing right now. Racism is a very sensitive thing right now. It's touchy. Mm-hmm. Okay? So why wasn't anyone smart enough to take that particular shirt and say, all right, I got a trick for you. I'll promote the damn shirt, but I'm going to stick it on, you know what I'm saying, well, Andy here instead of little, you know what I'm saying, well, JoJo. You know what I'm saying? Because unfortunately, and I'm not saying this to, you know what be racist in any way, of course, but seeing that shirt, the coolest monkey in the jungle, on a Caucasian kid, you probably would have heard a damn thing about it.
Yeah,
true.
That's very true.
Why not turn the heat off of your company like that?
She just dropped the gem, because that's true.
That's very true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's facts. That's facts.
It's all how you look at it. Like, and I don't know, like, to answer your question, I don't know what the culture is like over there. Right. To really tell you what's going through their head and what they find to be offensive when they don't find to be offensive. All I know is right now, with this move of getting this 12 bill, all it's telling me is they're trying to financially, not so much from a image standpoint, but financially try to correct a mistake. Because if these stock shares go down and people start cashing out, that 12 bill is going to come in handy.
Right.
So I think they're just looking at it from the perspective of like, oh well, we already know the image is already screwed half to hell, so let's just focus on the financial part of it now.
So you think it was a cushion?
I think so because just like with everything else, time heals all wounds. You know what I mean? Like, do I think people are going to be offended by this thing 5 years from now? Hell, probably people aren't even going to remember it.
Well, it's always the way I see it. And not even to cut you off, but the way I see it is that it's always something replacing something else.
And see, that's the
just
thing,
it.
though. Like,
That's
people
just
don't
what
even
it is.
understand that. Like, what, just a week ago or 2 weeks ago, we had the net neutrality thing. All of a sudden, that didn't get any publicity, for a long enough period of time. So all of a sudden, what's old reliable? Let's throw the whole race thing back in the news.
Yeah.
It's the same rinse and repeat cycle for the media and for politicians everywhere.
Right.
Once
Oh, yeah.
one problem loses its touch, here comes another one.
Right.
Like, when does that shit stop?
Well, at the end of the day, I feel like if, because H&M is not a high-end store by any means. It's very affordable, middle class, well, you know what I'm saying? Everybody can afford to shop there for the most part, right? So when you don't have a commodity, when you're not, that's why Sweden sent over that 12 bill. That's why. Because they're replaceable. You can throw another store up tomorrow and find somebody to pick out the fashion store in there to replace an H&M. That's why they're making sure they're putting this money back into the company, because they know that they've messed up.
So what do you think? Do you think they're just going to go ahead and tank it and then just start over with a new name?
I think it just really depends on how this ends up playing out. I definitely could see where if those stockholders pull out. And, with that being said, artists are speaking on it. Their sales could dramatically go down. Let's be real. If so-and-so is saying don't do it, then more than likely people are not doing it. Entertainment has a big influence on
Very big.
on everyday life. Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bigger than it should, but it does.
Bigger than it should, but yeah.
So I feel like, they're just setting their ducks in a row and preparing for the worst at this point. I feel like that's all that's about, because what other company have you seen lose money and wherever they're based out of is sending them money to cover their stock, issues? I think this may be a little bit deeper than what we think, or it could not be. Like you said, it just depends on how you look at it. But I think this should be, a lesson to all of the major corporations in America, everywhere. You have to think about who pays you, where you get your money from. A lot of these big stores are based in urban places, inner cities, and most of their consumers are African American. Let's be real. First of all,
Very true.
You got to be careful
Very true.
how you market your shit.
Right. Because, that was dumb. That's why I'm saying, like, what? That was stupid.
Like, this reminds me of the conversation, bro, you and me had several weeks back when we were talking about the NFL and that business move.
Mm-hmm.
You have to remember who pays your paychecks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's all about how you do it.
It's a sad commentary, but money kind of runs. It runs everything.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah, and I had agreed with you. I was like, yeah, you're right. The message was right, but it's just how you do it. It's how you do it.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure the monkey in the jungle thing, would have been better on a different child. It's how you present it. It's how you present it, man.
Presentation. It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
And yeah, I've said that on a podcast prior to this one. I said you could be a complete asshole to somebody, but if you present it in a certain way, they're just like, all right, well, hey.
At least you're honest about it.
Right. It's how you it's how you package it, man. It's how you package it.
Right. Hey, viewers, we want to get your honest opinion on this. Share your opinion on what your opinion is on this topic here. Like, what do you think? Are you one of those people who got really offended by this, or are you one of those people who overlooked it? Share your opinion. We want to hear from you.
Definitely, guys.
Absolutely.
Now, on a lighter note, because we need to get away from this for a little bit here. In Trinidad/Tobago, they are about. There's an 85% chance that they are about to have their first woman president.
Yes.
Her name is Paula Mae Weeks. She is she would be the first woman president, also the very first black woman president. I hate to bring race into it, but it's just something that needs to be said.
Making moves.
What's that?
I said right, just making moves. You know what I mean?
Right. We
Now,
supporting this message.
now, here's the interesting thing to know about this whole situation. One, she's actually very qualified. She's been in the whole political debate thing for I think it was said the last 15 to 20 years. So
Okay.
very knowledgeable. She was a head judge in their high courts, so she knows what she's doing. It's
Okay.
not like this is some average Joe that we just threw some, entertainer in there. Which, by the way,
Right.
I'm not really for that because I don't know if anybody's learned their lesson from the whole Trump thing, but not exactly the most
Womp
qualified.
womp.
Womp
Anyway,
womp.
Anywho, but Tobago and Trinidad still fall under the United Nations. Even though there's a U.S. embassy in the port of Spain, they still fall under a communist government. But with a twist. Their communist government is also a Marxism government, where so they can implement some democracy as well. Now, let's first get the takes on the woman being the first woman president after this country was made its own entity in 1976, and they've only had 5 presidents since then.
wow.
Is this a big move, even though they don't have a long history?
Of course. I mean, you just got to think about the fact of a woman, being considered a leader, a chief in command, commander in chief. I mean, a woman, you got to think about that. I mean, I feel like no matter where it is, whether it's the United States, the United Nations, it's a big deal when a woman, is getting ready to take that role. And it's just because it's not something that you see. I mean, England has their queen, but when you get to talking about a president, someone that is elected to run and have, you know what I'm saying? It's a big deal, and I'm very happy for Trinidad and Tobago, and I hope that they go ahead and make that happen because that's beautiful. Women can definitely run a nation. That is for sure.
Now, bro, before I get your opinion on this, I also want to state the fact that in this government system, even though they have electoral votes, the nominees is not like anybody can just run for president, and because they also have a president and a prime minister.
Okay.
They know what you can't just run for this stuff. You have to be government elected. You have to be a nominee from the actual government itself.
Okay. Cool.
So, with that being said, bro, what's your opinion on this?
I think it's a bold move, very bold, groundbreaking. I hope that it does come to fruition.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely hope it does come to fruition, and it'll show other nations. I hope that her reign is successful, though.
See, I think with how they're doing this, I honestly think they're setting themselves up for success because obviously whenever you have a communist government, you're giving some power to the people. Maybe not necessarily as full-fledged as a socialist government, but you're letting people speak their minds.
Right.
Now,
Right.
a lot of people don't know this, but in Trinidad and Tobago right now, because I have a friend down there and I talk to her a lot, the crime rate is incredibly high. So putting a president in that just came off of being a judge in the high courts, I personally think that if there's anybody more qualified to come in and start cleaning house, I mean, me personally, that's where I would start.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have a woman take the reins. Like, y'all better sit y'all ass down now. Look, listen, let's get this together.
I think my biggest concern for her is going to be that the men that are going to be working under her are supportive and not envious, and that whole, the man runs the world, this is a man's world, like, you know what I'm saying? I hope that, like he says, it's a successful reign, it's a smooth reign, that those people, they uplift her and respect her as their leader, and it's not from what do you call it, a mockery. I really hope that it's a positive thing for them.
Yeah.
I would hate for it to turn into something negative because, like he said, it's groundbreaking. That is a big deal.
I don't see why they wouldn't, because obviously, I mean, it's not how it is here. They have already nominated her. The government has already nominated her. So it's not like, So it's not like they're saying, you know, this is just someone that us as the people voted in. They've already said, hey, we have enough respect for you that we're nominating you for this position.
Okay.
Like here you can throw anybody in office and then still make a mockery of them because the votes are split. You know what I mean? Like you have your Democratic side and your Republican side. Here it's split.
Exactly.
You can kill that BuzzFeed real quick.
Here,
Like,
it doesn't matter. I mean, it's just about the electoral college.
and I really think that this is actually kind of ironic timing given the fact that Oprah had just stated the fact that she might run for president next.
I don't know about that.
I don't. Listen, I have no problems with a woman being in office, and I have no problem with a person of different race and being a woman in office, but make them qualified. You can't tell me what Oprah's qualifications are to be in office. I'm sorry. She's an entertainer, not a politician.
Here's the thing.
Exactly.
We already know we went wrong with Trump. Don't, come on, guys. What are you doing?
Mark hit that on the head. Qualification.
Right.
You need to be qualified. I don't care if I love you on daytime TV. I don't care if I get super turned
Right.
to your CD in the car at the red light. Okay? If you're going to be in control, basically, my life is in your hands. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to be sure. You got to be sure.
Yeah.
I really feel like Biden took your ass to school for some politics in order to run for president. I really do not see, since we're on the subject, I'm just throw it out there, I don't understand how even in our democracy, how you can get a position that you're not qualified for, such as running the damn country.
It's all media driven. Like I hate to make the analogy, but this is kind of like the NBA All-Star votes, right? It doesn't matter who had the best season; it's who's the most popular.
Exactly.
Right.
And the thing is like with the presidency and anybody in high office, media needs a face to blame. Whenever shit hits the fan, whenever things go wrong, they need someone to blame. So why not make it someone who is an easy target? Like Barack was an easy target because of being the first black president. Right. Trump is an easy target because, well,
he's easy to hate.
Well, he's easy to hate, and he flies off the handle. Now,
right.
Do I believe that in a positive sense that Trump actually brought some positives into the country? Yes, I do, because, for example, he created a chaotic country right now. And with this chaos, people are tending to they're starting to do more research.
That's true. They're
starting to look at the situation. They're starting to dive more into the political side of things and make more valid arguments based off of facts and not just opinions. Yes, opinions are still there, but that chaos has kind of brought the intelligence side out of everybody.
Exactly. Very true.
So do I think that it was in the long, maybe not necessarily in a whole a good move, but it does have its perks.
It was necessary. Necessary. People were fucking asleep. They were asleep. They were just napping the whole fucking time. Exactly. They were napping the whole fucking time. They thought it was a joke. They thought it was a game until the shit hit the fan. And they saw all that fucking red shit across the damn map. And they was like, oh shit, this is real. Yeah. It happened. Now everybody wants to wake up. Oh my God, I gotta do research. So much stuff is happening. Yeah, this shit been going on, man.
Oh, we need to impeach him. You can't. And without an actual valid reason, I mean something like treason or something, you can't impeach him.
Exactly.
I know Bill Clinton right now sitting back talking about, I know you're Mr. Daddy. You know what I mean? Like, he's not...
Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
I'm just Bill. Hell, I don't even... All I know, you know what? I was a little shit when Bill Clinton was in office, okay? But I tell you what, everybody was happy. Everybody had money.
Not everybody.
Damn near everybody.
Hillary was a little pissed back in the day.
Everybody's noses were above water for the most part. It was a much better time, I tell you that much. And we definitely didn't have, Korea, testing the missiles. So
Oh man. Okay, we're gonna bring
put
Kim
that
in
out there.
this. All right, Kim.
I,
Let's go ahead and tackle him. All right, Kim. What's happening with Kim? What's going on with
all
her?
right. All right. See, this is where my opinion kind of differentiates. Is a little different from everybody else's, and I sound bad when I say this, but being as though we are now actually in this situation, regardless of how it came to be, we as a country still have to be steadfast. As
Yep.
much as people do not like it, if we start laying over now, the problems that you think that are going to come from this are going to be way worse than what you could ever imagine.
Right. Right.
Because he's not going to just stop just because we decide that we're going to back off. He's not that type of dude. He sees someone that's beneath him, and he attacks the hell out of him. That's just what he does. He is a tyrant. So we have to, if it all comes down to it, and he decides that he's going to start launching some shit, nuke his ass. I don't care.
Oh, God.
And that situation,
Oh, shit.
flat.
We can't do that.
That's
That's
the
just-
answer, huh, Mark?
Listen, nuke him like you nuke some pizza. You know what I mean? Like the shit needs to get done quick.
Oh shit. Get
No,
her
I'm
done.
gonna need to nuke. You need a different type of nuke for that. That pizza nuke ain't gonna be enough if you. Cause
She said we need more than the pizza nuke for this guy. You need more than the pizza nuke. Hashtag pizza
the
nuke.
thing is like
Fuck
this
that.
goes
Hashtag
with
that
everything that
shit.
we've talked about in this podcast so far. Is where is the stopping point, right? If we don't stop this, where does it stop? What other innocent country that maybe cannot defend themselves gets the shit end of the stick?
That's true. That's very true.
Like
though.
we have to think about that. Like whenever it comes time, like with presidents, we have to think long term. We can't just think about, oh, this would be really funny if this douchebag was in presidency right now.
Right.
No, we have to
just
think
start
this stuff
saving
ahead.
your money, folks. Start saving your money, and hopefully one Black Friday, they put that trip to what I'm saying, Mars or Jupiter, wherever the hell the oxygen is at, on half price, and you clear off them savings. Survival skills 101. This is what you do.
Oh my god.
Get the hell up out of here.
If you pull out the manual,
Get you a Groupon to Mars.
You hear
okay?
me? Listen. My How to Survive the Korean Nuke book will be hitting shelves.
And
Summer
Amazon.
2018. I got y'all. We gonna make it.
I can't.
Bet.
Bro, she said get a Black Friday sale package to Mars. Oh shit.
the sad thing is the
Listen.
only thing I can see on this, the only image in my head is some space shuttle with a big ass sign on it that says 50% off.
Right, 50% off. And it's just this
Listen,
guy. It's this
don't-
sketchy ass dude too. But he's taking everybody like back and forth. But he's sketchy as fuck though. Sketchy as shit,
You
man.
gotta understand, everything has a price, and I mean, shit, they put everything else on 50% off. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean,
Trip to
go
Mars,
ahead and
F
throw
it.
that trip.
Fuck it. Trip to Mars, guys. Oh my god.
If I learned anything from the movie Martian, we can survive on some shit. Matt Damon, thank you ahead of time.
I can't, man. I can't. You know what I'm gonna do? Guys? I'm gonna start the closing remarks with our actual, our guest today. Belle, I'm gonna start off with you. What's your closing remarks for today?
Well, I'm gonna leave you guys with this. Every day you're granted another 24 hours. Make sure that within those 24 hours, you are doing everything in your power to be the person that it is you're trying to be, whatever that is. And if you're not, don't complain about the situation that you're in.
Okay.
How about that?
Okay.
Fair enough.
All right. What about you, bro?
Mine is this time of year is still a high depression time of year for a lot of people. So my advice to you guys this week is if you are going through depression, you're going through a stage of life where you're kind of just feeling really down, something's just not right, you're not feeling it, go talk to somebody. Even if it's just, even if you're knocking on depression's door and you just don't want to go there, just go talk to a good friend. Talk to your best friend, talk to your mom, talk to your dad, talk to your brother, talk to your sister, talk to somebody, and pull yourself out of it before it gets too bad. So just remember that this time of year is awareness. It's a depression awareness. Check yourself. Just make sure you're doing all right every day. Sometimes throughout the day, just check yourself and be like, all right, you know what? I'm good. All right, we're good.
That's good advice, man. That's just real shit. That's just real shit, guys.
What about you, bro?
My advice is to have patience. To have patience. Whatever you may be waiting on, or whatever you're trying to do, or whatever it is that you're going through right now, have patience. Patience is indeed virtuous. Sometimes you want shit to be over real quick, and it's not going to be like that. You know? It's not going to be like that. So you have to have patience. Use that patience to persevere through whatever you may be going through. Remember that patience. That's about it, guys.
I agree. Patience.
Endure. And don't be afraid to fail.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Failures is part of the journey, man. Everybody fails, just learn from it. Make it a learning experience. If you fail and you learn something from it, you're good. If you fail and you learn nothing from it and you do a repetitive thing, check yourself.
Yes, that's true.
Stupid ass.
It's as simple as that.
Stupid ass.
Listen, I'm trying to be sentimental to the people here so they don't think I'm an asshole and you ruining it.
Here I go being an asshole. You know what? There you have it.
Damn it!
I can't. Hey, listen, guys.
I throw it in there on the end. Sprinkle it on real light for you. Yeah.
I hate everything, man. Jesus.
I can't. Listen, guys. It's okay to take an L. It's okay to take an L because L is in loss, but L is also in learning. Okay?
But it's in loss first.
It's in loss. And you may take a loss, but it's in learning too. Okay? So you can learn from your loss, is what I'm saying. They're just going to be dicks. Don't listen to those guys, okay? Don't listen to them. Listen to me.
Hey, take an L while taking an L. As in, if you're taking a loss, man, spark up.
You know what? I'm done. I'm leaving. It's over.
Peace.
Go away. Comment, like, subscribe, all that good shit.